Starts off right away. There's no warm up or anything. It just starts attacking right away. I mean, I guess it's obvious, but I mean, still gotta keep that in mind, you know? Jesus. I can't even process what he does before I get hit by it. I don't get it. Oh, this is like hive mind all over again, man. I don't think we can really skip anything though at this point. Even if we wanted to, we gotta beat this guy to get to hard mode, so. Literally as strong as we can be. So if there's anything to skip, we have to beat this guy first. God. I think it's gotta be the buildings. Buildings are causing us more than enough trouble dodging. Those have gotta go. Alright, that's phase 2. Probably gonna want to target this guy down here, because he's trailing us. It's easier to hit, you know, behind us and in front of us. Again, we do need to, you know, start spawning him, I guess, at the other edge of the world. Or else we're just gonna die before, you know, we beat the boss. I want to get a good idea of what he does, though, during this phase. Seems like it's just the same, though. Maybe a bit more aggressive. But again, you know, it's just lasers, demon scythe, fireballs, and leeches, like we've been dealing with. But yeah, now I gotta start traveling to the other side of the world. Just to get, you know, enough time to beat him. But yeah, those buildings have got to go across the entire map. We gotta get rid of all of that. It's gonna take me a while. Maybe B-nades. Maybe B-nades would be better. Second phase, so we don't have to worry about aiming again. The Anurian also helps with that, because, you know, again, you don't have to aim that hard with it, but, you know, the bees will attack everything. That'll help out, maybe. Even if they don't do quite that much damage. This game's starting to remind me of the way that these boss fights are going. It's reminding me of Hollow Knight. Wait. the harder bosses in Hollow Knight are all about like Dark Souls type of stuff where you just die and die over and over again until you get better. Starting to remind me of that. I remember I spent, when I first fought Grim, the hard version of Grim in Hollow Knight, took me at least across a couple of days, took me like somewhere around 5 or 6 hours to beat the guy. Just slowly, you know, learning his patterns and figuring out how to dodge them well, all of that. Took me forever to finally beat him. Not even in the Pantheon, just normally. I don't know if I've ever fought him in the Pantheon. One thing about Hollow Knight I never did. I beat the game. I beat the Radiance. That took me a while to do, but I beat the Radiance. I beat first 2 Pantheons, I believe. I think I got stuck on 3. I don't think I ever got past number. All because of the last boss in that one. I won't say who it is, but I'd get through the entire thing. I'd beat a normal version of Grim. I'd beat Hornet. You know, the hard version of Hornet. I'd beat the Watcher Knights, I believe, are in Pantheon 3. You get to that last fight, and it is much for me. Gotta do that eventually, just for the sake of completing it. I've definitely never sat down and gone through all the statues, the boss rush room. Definitely never done that, so I'm gonna do that at some point eventually. I want to complete the entire game. I have gone through the Path of Pain though. That's honestly easier than any of those bosses, to be honest. Basically just Super Meat Boy. There might be harder stuff in Super Meat Boy, to be honest. I haven't played that in a long time, so I don't know. Path of Pain is just really just patience. Alright, this is gonna be annoying. This is gonna take me some patience. To have to walk to the other side of the world every single time. Because we can't, I mean, we could use the conch, magic conch, and then dig our way down every time. So we just fall, instead of having to walk over here every time, but gotta take the time to dig down here. I don't really want to do that. Be again off stream, I'll do that. Yeah, in Hollow Knight, I think the Path of Pain fairly easy. It's about patience. Once you get past like the first 3 screens or something like that, it doesn't really get all that difficult until the last screen, in my opinion. About patience. People say, oh, if you die, you go all the way back to the beginning. And you could die pretty easily, which is true. But again, if you have, you know, Hive Blood, if you have the Hive Blood charm, just take a hit, wait like, what is it, like 10 seconds or something, and then you just go again. Maybe it takes a little bit longer, but you won't ever die if use Hive Blood. Yeah, honestly, I think Radiance, um, Nightmare Grim, and just doing the Pantheons in general. Not maybe not one particular boss, the first three, but just doing the Pantheons in general, I think is harder than Path of Pain, to be honest. Now I know Pantheon 4 and 5 are definitely hard, from what I've heard. Every boss in there I've heard is pretty tough to beat. But I just haven't gotten there. On. Oh my god, this fight is gonna test me. This fight is gonna test me. Hell. Who is driving my car? My mom? My sister? What is that? Oh. I thought that was... Never mind. I guess my sister's friend is here. Her car looks like my car. They were like moving my car out of the way or something. Not even my car. You know what? At least going to the other side of the world, the edge of the world, it does give me an idea of how the fight will go once I get rid of the buildings. There isn't much blocking my way over there. So I guess now I know that it's maybe a little tougher to dodge, but I can see everything and I won't get caught on the walls. My shots won't get blocked. That's pretty nice. Oh. Maybe if we just build a block platform like 20 or 15 blocks above us, maybe that'll actually neutralize the top eye effectively. Didn't think about that, but maybe we can do that. I've never done that during the fight, actually. Maybe, you know, before next week we could try that. It's building a block platform above us to block the lasers from that eyeball. We don't have to deal about dodging, for the most part, for that eye. I don't know. We'll have to test it out a few times to see if it actually works. I do think if I build a platform out of blocks instead of platforms, pretty sure I have to do that by hand. You know, take me however long to do that, so I don't want to build the whole thing and then have it not work. Yeah, I feel like that could work if I just build a high platform out of blocks. Let's take out one of the eyes, basically. Could maybe cause us some issues if we need to fly up really high during the end of the fight. Again, I don't know if we need to, but if we do, maybe. For this first phase, that would definitely... sounds like it would definitely help out. Alright, we're definitely getting better at the fight, though. I do tend to panic at this point, so try not to. It is kind of a lot to keep track of. We don't even move that fast. I feel like we're slow, even though we're constantly running. Crazy. Alright. How much time do we have? Got about 10 minutes left. Gives us enough time to farm for a few more. Do a couple more attempts. Let me try using bee nades in the second phase. Remember to do that without panicking. Go a bit further out. Not necessarily the edge, but a bit further. I wonder if the granite core could actually help us out during the second phase. What do we get from this? Max mana, which we don't need. Magic damage. That helps. And this counteracts the life regen from this. Mana is above 50%, which will be. But magic projectiles give life steal. I don't know. I feel like the granite core could help during that second phase, maybe. We might get a little bit of extra healing from honeydew. Keep that other accessory off. And the inconsistency in this guy's lasers is killing me. Sometimes he'll shoot one kind of slowly, sometimes he'll do that barrage where he shoots bursts of 3 back to back with no break. But there's no way to tell when he's gonna do what. Just annoying. Killing me, man. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some more voodoo dolls. Hopefully, let's not destroy our bridge by killing all these lava slimes. I know some of it's going to get destroyed. Let's try not to destroy the entire bridge here. Alright, that's good enough. Probably got like 15 of them or so. Yep, exactly 15. 16. Excuse me. Alright, I think we have time for one more attempt. Yeah, this is one of those bosses, man. The time off, like the break that I get from not fighting this guy is probably going to help out. Spending some time away from the game. Knowing the second phase now, that's going to help me out. Getting rid of those buildings is going to help me out. I guess that's it. I don't know. All of that doesn't work. I'm going to have to scrounge around for something. Maybe using this could help if we use stress pills, build up adrenaline. Maybe that could help. We would switch this out, I guess. It's gonna be a tough one, though. It's gonna be worth it, though. Once we get through it and unlock hard mode, definitely gonna be worth it. Alright, where's our guy? We need our guy. There he is. Put a head out. Let me just make sure I've got it, you know, under control. Don't panic like I've been doing. So we're using the frog for basically the entire fight, but might want to switch these in the second half. We're gonna try that. We're definitely gonna use the frog for most of the fight. The Gale Force actually might not be bad, now that I think about it. Because we do have Hellfire arrows. It does actually do quite a bit of damage. So we could try that next time. Next week. So I'm gonna stick with this frog for now. Know, generally what I'm doing. Alright, alright. Let me give it one more. I'll try the Gale Force. Just spawn him right over here. I think we're gonna get too far. Oh, our guy's not back yet. Alright, let's just keep going until he spawns in. Yeah, I'm really thinking of what we can do to improve ourselves, if anything. Can't think of anything. Gonna have to keep going. Keep trying. That's still not back yet, huh? Okay, let's keep going. Another thing that actually makes this tough that I've noticed, typically if we leave stray hearts on the ground, like that one, we can get a lot of them on the ground from the those little monsters that trail behind him. They're called the Hungry, but because they're behind him and we don't kill them that often, the only hearts we really get are from the leeches, and we typically pick those up as we kill the leeches. Not a lot of spare hearts on the ground after the fight. It's a little unfortunate. That usually helps out too. So you fight them one time, die, but you got a lot of spare hearts on the ground, so the next fight's not as hard. That is not the case right now. So gotta be careful. Oh, let's put on the stress pills. Forgot about the stress pills. Put those on. Go ahead and heal back up to full. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, see, most of this area here is clear. We can see what we're being hit with. We can get a clear line of fire on the boss. But we're just not going to get any protection. Or we're also not going to, run into any walls. I mean, the Gale Force isn't doing bad. I still think get a bit more damage out of this, though, to be honest with you. Yeah. We're doing a lot of damage more quickly with this. Alright. I'll go ahead and call it there. We're at time. Oh, okay. We'll come back next week and try that again. I'll go ahead and clear out the rest of those houses down there. I'll try out the upper platform to maybe block the lasers from the top eye. And we'll keep trying next week. Well, thank you for watching. Watched on Twitch, I will see you tomorrow. If you watched on YouTube, I will see you on Monday. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.